guys, welcome to my crazy beautiful mess, and today we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to talk about what I no longer spend my money on in my 20s. So the first thing that I no longer really spend money on is swimsuits. So I don't spend over like say $20-$25 on a swimsuit. So that is top and bottom, just because swimsuits are so expensive and they're so fun and they really don't last that long before the like elastic gets weird or they get like kind of color washed out. And they're just not something I really want to spend a lot of money on, because I do like getting a couple new suits every summer. And so that's just something I found. So I'll either get them on sale or I'll go on different like Amazon or whatever and find really cute suits for not that much money. And so then if something happens, if I forget them at like the beach, it's like at the beach house, not like I just lost my swimsuit at the beach. If I leave it somewhere, it's not that big of a deal. And I know I'll just get some new suits in the next summer. So that is one thing that I just don't really spend money on anymore. Another thing that I am more careful about spending money on is beauty products, and because I found really great hacks to get them. So some of them are, you can get points through Sephora. You can get samples through Sephora. Anything you want in the Sephora store, you can get a sample of. So I no longer buy like 3 foundations and then mix them if they don't work perfectly. I will get a few samples, find one that I absolutely love, and then buy that one and know like that is gonna be perfect no matter what. If I wanted to try a new shampoo, you can ask them for samples, try it, see if you really like it, and then spend money on it because it's more expensive. They have sales sometimes. Those are amazing. With your products, you can get samples. Like every time you order online or in stores, you get 2 or 3 samples depending on where you go, I guess. They have sales every so often, and then like grab whatever I can only get at Sephora in those sales. There is a website called dermstore.com, and they have amazing products. They have things where you can subscribe, so every 6 months, every 3 months, maybe, I don't know exactly what it is, you can get something, and then if it's normally $130, you can get it for like $100, and that's $35 of savings every time you get it, and you just get it every 3 months. And you can change those out. You can change out your subscriptions and say, now you want to get this instead. So in the next 3 months, you're going to be getting these 3 products instead, and then 3 months later, you get the other 3 that you are now out of. And it just works really well. Then FabFitFun, which I don't know if you guys know what it is, but it is a seasonal subscription box where you spend, I don't know, I get it annually, so every year I spend $192, I think it is, a little bit less, but we'll just say $192 to get 4 boxes. And in those boxes, you get $800 worth of products that you didn't even spend $200 on. The saving money part is the sales. They have sales, so if I need a shampoo, if I need a deodorant, if I need some body wash, if I need more face masks, if I need foot masks, like if I don't need stuff but I would be getting it anyway, I just grab it in the sale. And you get like seriously like 50 to 80% off of things, maybe even more than 80% off. So say you got 85% off something that was $100, now you're only spending $15 on that huge deal. And they honestly have amazing products. Like they have Living Proof shampoo and conditioner and a leave-in conditioner that I just got for $19, and it is originally like $60 to $68 maybe for those 3 things that I got for $19. So huge way to save money, and things that I don't really get full price shampoo anymore, things that I really don't need. I just wait for a sale and grab them and stock up, and then way cheaper and save so much money. Something that I don't really spend money in, and this is mainly because of the pandemic, but that is my hair. And now that is gonna be so weird to say on here, but I dyed my hair myself. I bleached it and dyed it, and I've done root touch-ups. The root touch-ups aren't perfect this time. It wasn't as good as I wanted it to be. I haven't really done that much. I do go kind of slow when I bleach it, because first I bleach it, and then if I want it to be like the platinum color, I have a dye that I do put on. But I've only done that dye once when I first did my hair in July. Now it's November, so I haven't done the platinum part in months, but eventually I will. My hair also grows super, super slow, so the root touch-ups aren't that much, and I just figured I'd let the roots grow out more before I redid the platinum hair dye, because that is a little bit more damaging to my hair, I think, than the bleaching is itself. So going kind of slow with that. I don't really see people anyway, and I like what it looks like. My hair before was super, super dark, and so I'm loving it. Along with that is eating out. I've never really spent that much money on eating out. Now with the pandemic, it's even easier to spend less money, but I know people who would go out all the time, like say twice a week even, you go out. That is easily $40 a week. It could be $80 a week if you are a couple and your expenses are kind of pooled. If you go out for drinks and food with friends, that can easily be $40+ a night. I was a bartender for a while, and I could not believe what people were spending all the time, sometimes every day. Like, there were people where I was just like, oh my gosh, like, do you realize you spend $300 a week on alcohol? Like, that's $1,200 a month you're spending on alcohol. In a year, that is over $12,000 that you are spending on alcohol. That is insane to me. So things like that I've just never really done. If I have wanted to go out and get drinks with friends, I do occasionally, maybe once a month, maybe once every couple months, maybe once every few months, depending on where I'm at in my life, where I was at that time. It's just not something that has to happen all the time. Another thing that I really don't spend money on anymore is cotton rounds and face wipes. So I was never a huge like makeup wipe remover person. My sister was. She really loved face wipes for a long time. Like in high school, it was just all she did. And I was just never a face wipe person. I always liked cleanser and a washcloth, and that's what I did. But then I did start using toners, and the wipes are really nice with toners. They're micellar waters. And what I found is you can get organic, or not even organic, but you can get just non-disposable cotton rounds. So you can get reusable cotton rounds that are super easy, super affordable, and you will save so much money over the year because you won't be buying multiple things of the cotton rounds. You'll be helping with the environment, and I don't really use them that much, maybe 2 or 3 times a week most. Some weeks I won't even use one, but when I do want to use them, they're just super easy. Use them, put them in the, like when I'm done using it, there's a little drawstring bag that they go into that then I just throw in the wash. They get washed and they're ready to use again. So that's what I use instead of cotton rounds and face wipes, is I just use the reusable ones, and it works really well for me. All right, and another thing that I really don't spend money on anymore is supplements and vitamins. And this was a really hard thing for me to stop, because I was the person who had every single new supplement on the market, like the ritual vitamins, like these Ayurvedic made for you vitamins, like just all of these things were completely marketed for me. So like these coconut water electrolyte SOS things, just all of these random things, like these caffeine sticks, these fish oil gummies, whatever the newest supplement was, whatever the newest like diet fad was, I would most likely have some kind of product that goes with that. And I just realized that it was pointless and stupid, and if I was eating the right foods, I wouldn't need to worry about supplementing my diet. If I was working out enough, I wouldn't need to take a fat burner to work out more, to burn more calories. And in kind of just purging my whole supplement obsession, it freed up so much of my life, because also I was the kind of person who would get a supplement and then take it for a week and then forget about it for another 6 months. And so I was just basically throwing my money away getting supplements. When I worked out a lot and was training, I did have protein powders that I would use all the time, and I would get one, finish it, get a new one. That is something like I still do get. Like if I like Cliff bars and Lara bars and different protein powders, I do still get, because I do eat them and use them. And I'm not just like using them for a little bit and then having to end up throwing out the bottle like 2 years later because it's expired and I haven't touched it for 2 years. So for me, that was just something kind of not easy, that was something that was really hard for me to just stop spending, because you hear all these things and they just sound amazing. And so that was something I had to come to terms with myself and just not get. Another thing that I don't get very often, or I don't really spend my money on, is garbage clothing. Now this is really complicated, but this is just like stupid clothing that you can get at, like, I don't even know, like Forever 21 would have like $2 tank tops and the straps would constantly break. And so it's not worth spending $20 on 10 tank tops that all break when you can get a $20 tank top that will last you for years and not break on you all the time. So just clothes that fall apart or are really cute for a little bit of time, I don't get that anymore. Fad clothing, like there was this one top that I just had to get that was just basically like chainmail. Like it was just all of this like silver plated sequin chain things that was held on by, I kid you not, like the thing you would put a bracelet on, like a clasp. So it had a clasp that clipped here and a clasp that clipped here, then it like folded like this. So it was like a going out shirt, just like to be cute and like, I don't know, not anything that durable. And it was just insane. You couldn't wear a bra with it because the back was, seriously, there was no back. There was like that same like bracelet clasp went from like this part of your side, it clipped somewhere on here, and then it clipped on the other side too. So that was all that was on the back, and then you had this thing here, and I did have that end up falling off of me at the club, and it was super awkward because I had on nothing really underneath. I had on like pasties, that was it. But I did have a backup shirt. I asked my ex to bring a backup shirt because I thought something could happen. It did happen. Fun night. But so clothes like that are just cute for a little bit of time, I don't really get anymore. I'd rather get quality clothes. Another thing that I really don't spend my money on anymore is drinks. And a lot of that is because of the pandemic and I'm not really going out places. But even before that, like in college, I was a bartender, and so I got 50% off my drinks at the bar that I worked at. And also, a lot of the times we would just kind of like only ring in half the drinks we even got anyway for like each other. And so I've just always been able to kind of get like deals on drinks. A lot of times we'd get like these coupons for free drinks and stuff that I could use. Again, when my friends and I would go out, we wouldn't go out during super expensive times or to super expensive places. Like if we did go to Chicago, for example, like things would be super, super expensive and you would have to spend like $12 a shot, and it was just like, why? Or like $15 for a drink. Like it was crazy. So I just never spent that much on drinks. Like I'd give myself like a $20 or $30 limit that day, and that's what I would stick to. Then you can find like a bar like kind of near here has $3 you calls it on, I think, Thursday. And so you can get a Irish car bomb, which is like 10 ounces of Guinness with a shot that's half Bailey's and half Jameson for $3. And usually that's like a $9 to $12 drink. So you can do things like that to find out ways to do. Anyway, these are things that I am no longer spending money on in my 20s. I hope you guys enjoyed this. List in the comments what you no longer spend money on in your age, what you bought in your 20s and you don't buy now, what you bought in your 30s and no longer buy, what you bought in your teens and no longer buy anymore. Just make it interesting, make it fun. I want to see what you guys say. If you guys have a similar mindset and you don't spend money on things that I don't spend money on, let me know that as well. Thank you for watching my crazy beautiful mess. If you want to join this messy family, then hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you'll be notified every Friday when I upload a new video. Alright guys, I hope you have a great day. I hope you enjoyed. Talk to you later.